Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto Dojo. This is Scott here. So I just did a intro video took about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I realized I had it on time lapse. So when I watched it back, I felt like I had drank like 10 pots of coffee. So this is how we roll. I apologize for the echo chamber effect. I'm at my martial arts dojo, not at my office. So if you get a little echo effect, just hang tight. I apologize. We're just doing this for today. Anyway, thank you for coming back and joining us in our series of videos for basically beginning crypto investors. And in this episode, we're going to be concentrating on research, and we're going to be focusing on 4 different areas, which I'll get to in a minute. So I'm glad you're here. If you find value in any of the videos, again, this is my new channel. We're just getting kind of our sea legs under us. We're going to get better. I'm going to get better, I promise. But if you like any of the content, or you have suggestions for cryptos, or feedback at all, please feel free to drop them in the comments section below. I'd really appreciate it. And if you really enjoy our videos, please feel free, I'd greatly appreciate it, to like, subscribe, and share these videos with your friends and families. And we also have a Facebook Crypto Dojo channel. If you're on Facebook, just type in Crypto Dojo and you should see my smiling face, and I will absolutely add you to our group. So let's go ahead and get started back at the Crypto Dojo. In this episode, we're going to focus on 4 different areas of research: social sentiment, fundamentals, news catalysts, and technical analysis. So sit back, let's get started. So social sentiment, basically what it is it's gauging the temperature of a particular crypto project or projects on various platforms through comments or posts or things of that nature. And it just gives you a really good idea of how people feel about a particular crypto. So there's a variety of different social media platforms you can go to. As you see here, we have YouTube, Twitter, Meta, or formerly Facebook, Google, and there's plenty of others. And what this does is it gives you the opportunity to go in, dig a little deeper, do a deep dive into what people are actually, thinking and feeling about a particular project. What are people saying? Are they feeling negative? Are they upset, confused, hopeful, excited, angry? It just gives you an opportunity to get a gauge and the pulse of how people are feeling about a particular crypto. Okay, so now we're going to focus on fundamental analysis. What basically fundamental analysis is it's giving you like the inner workings of a particular project. Basically, if I'm looking at a crypto project, I want something that's going to be maybe undervalued as opposed to overvalued. And the 2 different areas and fundamentals that I'm looking at is a project matrix and financial matrix. So these 2 areas really help determine the health of a project. So in a project matrix, I go initially for their white paper. I'm looking at the statement by developers that outlines the purpose, goals, and everything associated with their roadmap. I'm looking at, does it have a viable use case? Is it more than just a meme coin, right? Does it solve any problems? If so, is there any competition that's trying to solve those problems the same way? And who are the developers within that project? Okay, so now a word of caution. When you are looking at a project and you're going to their website, again, if they do not have a website, be careful. I would avoid that entirely. However, if they do have a website and you are not able to locate their white paper, and again, remember their white paper is basically the roadmap, what they want to achieve, what are their goals, what stage are they in now, what is the tokenomics. If they don't have those things, definitely be careful. All right, so let's get into the financial matrix of a project. And in these 3 sections, we're looking at market capitalization, or market cap, liquidity, and tokenomics. All right, so market capitalization, or market cap. And as you see here, it's basically the value of all crypto tokens in circulation. And of course, to calculate that, the market cap of a project, just multiply all the circulating tokens by the price of 1. And that'll give you the market cap of your project. I like to get involved in projects that have a lower market cap, as there's a lot more room for them to run. Higher market caps have a little bit more of a ceiling, of a window that they can reach. They can continue in value, but it just takes a lot longer and it's a lot harder to do. So that's why I like, again, not financial advice, that's why I like getting involved in projects that have a lower market cap. All right, what is liquidity? Basically, in a nutshell, it's how easy that you can buy or sell a crypto on the market without really affecting its price. Again, if you are going on a DEX and you're trying to purchase something, you may have, if it has low liquidity, it may take a while for that transaction to go ahead and go through. Sometimes it may not even go at all. So I'm looking for liquidity. I'm looking for how easy is it for me to buy or sell a crypto on an exchange, be it a central exchange or a DEX. Okay, so let's cover tokenomics. And of course, it's the science of a token economy. It covers the aspects of the coin's creation, management, and sometimes removal from the network. So again, you should be able to find this on your project's white paper. And if not, that's another big red flag. You know, is there a burn mechanism in place? Are there reflections? What's going on within the token? That's going to basically also give you an idea as an investor, okay, what can I expect from this token? Okay, so another huge element within your research for you to look into is news catalysts. I highly recommend, if you're researching a project, go back, look for any article, look for any, go on YouTube, go to the developers' websites, try to find as much information as you can, or I should say news catalysts, news stories as you can, to also give you an idea of where that project is. For instance, if a story comes out that's highly positive, not always, it could raise the price of that crypto. Conversely, if a negative catalyst comes out, then I've kind of also found that it can even have an even more dramatic effect on the downturn. So it could really decrease the value of that token. For the short term, a lot of times what I'm finding, of course, we know crypto is extremely volatile, and you know it sways like a pendulum back and forth. So if a positive story comes out, you can expect maybe to see a bump or a pump in the price of that token. It may not be a whole lot, but if it's a big story, you very well could be. If something negative comes out, for instance, Shiba Inu a couple of months ago with CoinMarketCap, there was a discrepancy in the circulating supply that CMC posted, which increased that supply and increased the amount of tokens available, and investors really freaked out. And so what happened is SHIB just took a tremendous drop. I mean, it was like dramatic, like within hours. So news catalysts they cannot be understated. They're very important. Okay, so last but not least is technical analysis. And this is essentially just predicting price movements of an asset or of a crypto using historical price charts and market stats. It's great for projects that have been around for a while, but if you're a new crypto, you're not going to have the benefit of any of that information. So just bear that in mind when you're doing your research. Okay, so here are some resources that you can look to. And again, these aren't exclusive. There's multitudes of places that you can go. I also use cryptonews.com. I find that to be very informative. I will post all the links to the resources that you see above, and all the resources that were in this video. So check those out so you can begin your research. And so there you have it. We've covered different areas of crypto research. Again, this is just ground floor level. This is just, again, the tip of the iceberg. Research is so much more depending on, your personality type. I'm a researcher by nature. I will sit down for hours and hours and focus on projects, or I'm striving to learn. And I encourage you all, the more educated you are, the more power you're going to have. Again, knowledge isn't power, it's potential power. It only becomes powerful when we're utilizing that knowledge. So the more information you have, the better. So thank you so much for joining us. Again, I'm going to be dropping in the description box all of the links and resources that I've shown in this video. And if you have any questions again, or not sure about anything, or if there's anything that I can do to help you, please feel free to drop a comment. I think I have an email where you can send me questions if you need. I'm here for you guys. So thank you so much. Oh, and again, if you like what you saw, if you found value in our video this week or any of the other ones, and the graphics are going to get better. I'm having to do all of this basically myself, kind of fabricating it. So it does take a little bit of time to put these videos together, and I'm going to be striving to put more out on a weekly basis. So thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Hit that notification bell, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys back here soon at the Crypto Dojo.